Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's do this. And let's see if today we can get the vascular measurement on this scale. We haven't been able to get it, but all right, let's do this. $330.5, down another 0.7 pounds. We're still way over fat, way under muscle. We know this. Skips the heart rate. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Withings, you are disappointing me. So basically, this scale is supposed to give me like a vascular reading. Ooh, the air quality is bad today. And it's not doing it. Weighing in is done. Let's see what we're having for breakfast today. Before we have breakfast, let's take a body measurement with the Zozo Fit suit. Is that what it's called? Yeah. So, all right, let's see what it says. The whole point of using this is to have another way to track body measurements. So it's not just the scale with the weight, but this is also sort of measuring like, are any parts of me getting smaller? And also has its own algorithm for figuring out like body fat and stuff. But yeah, so let's take a reading with this first, the measurement, and then we'll have breakfast. So let's do this. Continue, start scan.
Place the phone on the stand with the screen facing away from you. We are going to use the back camera.
Okay.
Move 6 feet away and face your phone. You are at a good distance. We are checking your arm pose now. Put both hands a bit further from your body. Great. Hold the pose. Turn right to 1 o'clock. Turn right to 2 o'clock. Turn right to 3 o'clock. Turn to 4 o'clock. Turn to 5 o'clock. Turn to 6 o'clock. Turn to 7 o'clock. Turn to 8 o'clock. Turn to 9 o'clock. Turn to 10 o'clock. Turn to 11 o'clock. Your scan has been successfully completed. You can pick up the phone now.
Yay. All right. Cool. All right. So let's see what this says. Okay, it's processing 58%. Okay, and here we are. This is what we got for today. This is what it looks like. We can do a colorimetric, a visual enhancement to your 3D body with color gradients to help analyze and highlight your transformation. Okay. So, neck went up a little bit, shoulders went down. The arms went up a little bit, chest stayed the same. Upper waist went down a little bit, lower waist went up a little bit. Hips went down, the right thigh went down, the left thigh was the same. Left calf went up, right calf went down. Okay. And then, let's see, our body fat percentage went down a little bit. according to this, comparing the first scan. So, well, this is the first scan, and this is today's scan. So, you know, we were not really expecting any real changes here or anything, but it's good to know. All right. One more thing done. Okay, now let's have breakfast. Okay, so we're going to try to follow Lumen's suggestions today. It suggested I have 4 servings of carbs with breakfast. This morning we had a reading of 2, so not 1. And of course, you know, I get disappointed because it wasn't a 1. But anyway, we're still in fat burn, which is great. This is exactly what we want to see. And so we have a medium carb day, and we're going to do 4 servings of carbs. So I'm going to start with, where are you? 210 grams of strawberries. 210. Oop. That's 52. 72. These are a bit old. That's okay. 101. 108. There's some ice in there. 128. So we're going for 210. We gotta break this up. 140. This probably ought to do it. 197. 206. Let's do one more. This is probably going to put us a little over. Yeah, 215. Okay, that's good. Let's go with 215. And then let's add a couple powders and blend so we do this a little more methodically and we don't get any clumps that we've been getting. So we got strawberries, and we're going to do 10 grams of the collagen peptides. Okay. And there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. 10 grams of collagen. And we're also going to do the flexi joints. So 5 grams of the flexi joints, and then we'll buzz for a minute. 5 grams. Very good. Flexi joints. Okay, this is what that looks like. Okay. So let's add a little more water. This is definitely going to need it. And the next thing we're going to add is Daily Super Blend. We're doing 66 grams. Okay. It's 43. $59. 66. Perfect. Okay, we can get this guy out of the way. Then we go for Black Edition strawberry. And this, we're gonna do 50 grams of this guy. It's 36, 37. Let's see. So we'll do, yep, 52. Oh, damn it. Okay. All right, let's buzz this, make sure that we're getting good consistency, and then we'll add the last little bit. Okay. And the last 2 ingredients we're gonna add is 1 serving, so 11 grams of this cocoa powder, not cocoa powder. 11 grams. 6, 8, 10, tiny bit more, 11. There we go. Very nice. And we are also doing 10 grams, I believe. No, 25 grams of the MCT powder. I'll zero this out. 13, 21, 25. Yay. Okay, so this should be it for that. We're also gonna have a macadamia bar from Blueprint and our daily greens also from Huel. Let me just add a little bit more water to this. Just make sure that we're consistency's not getting too thick, because then it just won't blend well. This guy is ready. It's about 32 ounces of liquid. It's like a, of a shake. Now we're gonna do the daily greens, and it doesn't smell bad, but I'm not a huge fan of the taste. I mean, it's fine, but it tastes a little better with a little sparkling water. And yeah, this is no calories, no sweeteners, none of that. So this is good to have. We can have this, because just normal water is so boring. So we're gonna go for around 250, 300 milliliters, and we'll add our scoop of daily greens. Oh, damn it. Okay. So this will be our breakfast. All right, let me just finish this and then we'll look at all the macros and stuff. For today's breakfast, we have our shake, the daily greens, and the macadamia bar from Blueprint. This gives us a total of 989 calories. And we got 4 servings of carbs, 2.5 of protein, and 3.5 of fat. So let's remember that 1 carb portion is 15 grams, 1 protein portion is 25 grams, and 1 fat portion is 15 grams. So this is good. Oh, they give us an option to switch to grams. Okay, servings is fine for now. So here we go. This is the breakfast. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. Got nothing else. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's time for some lunch. So what I was thinking we'd do is basically make a lunch that has the rest of the macros for the day and just kind of split it into 2 meals. We'll see how we feel about that. So I have 80 grams left of chicken that we made the other day, so we're still working our way through that. We're gonna go with an instant cup from Huel. This one is the Korean barbecue. And so this guy is, something that I just did is in the Lumen app, I could change instead of the macros being shown in portions, they're showing it in specific grams to see, how we feel about doing that. It's a little more, I don't know, I guess it's not as simple and it's a little more exact, but let's see how we feel about it. So the Instant Cup, this one gives us 58 grams of carbs, 22 of protein, and 8 grams of fat. Then the chicken gives us no carbs, 19 grams of protein, and 11 grams of fat. The next thing we're gonna put in there is the MCT powder, and this is gonna be 0 grams of carbs, 0 protein, and 11 grams of fat. So this is all fat. 30 grams of olive oil, and again, this is 0 protein, 0 carbs, and 30 grams of fat. And then we're gonna do 3 large eggs, and these guys give us 1 gram of carbs, 19 grams of protein, and 14 grams of fat. So this is pretty good in terms of protein and fat. And then just to round out the protein portion of it, we're doing 35 grams of the collagen peptides. And so that gives us 0 carbs, 32 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fat. Now, the total for this meal is going to be 58 grams of carbs, 22 grams of protein, and 74 grams of fat, and a total of 1,270 calories. So if we split that into 2 meals, it'd be like around 600 per meal. So this would get us to our total goal for our macros today, which was we're going to be a little under in carbs, so 115 out of 150 in grams of carbs, then 159 out of 159 in protein, and 130 out of 130 in fat. So technically this rounds it out. We'd have a little bit of carbs to work with if we wanted to have like a snack like the coffee that I had yesterday, but mostly this would be it. And this would bring the total for the day to 2,255 calories. So, all right, let's put this all together and cook it. Okay, we'll start with our chicken. 81 grams. Then from here we go to the, let's just do the eggs, I guess. 1 egg. 2 eggs, and this is our 3rd egg. Very good. Wash my hands. I don't like raw egg on my hands. Okay. Then we have MCT powder, 18 grams. We zero this baby out. Come in here and let's do 18 grams of MCT. That's 9, 17, tiny bit more, too little, 18, there we go. Then we're doing 30 grams of olive oil. Here we go. $30, perfect. Look at that pour. Oh man, I'm an expert. And then we got the eggs already, and then 35 grams of the collagen peptides. So it's a lot of collagen. Yikes, this is a lot, but it's what we need to round out our protein needs for the day. Now the collagen is not a complete protein, so it's good that I'm including all the other kinds of protein that I was having this morning with the other meal, with the breakfast and the other products that I was using. And then last and not least, the cup of Korean barbecue. All right. And we take this, we cook it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Since what we're making is Korean barbecue, I found this in the pantry. Mike's Hot Honey. I remember this is pretty good. So I put 10 grams of it in there. And again, you know, when I first started, or when I was thinking about doing this, I thought, okay, we're gonna be more strict, but it's hard. It's really hard. So what I'm doing is I'm still trying to stay within my macros for the day, but I'm incorporating some of these foods into it, at least for now. We'll see if we need to get a little more restrictive in the future, but for now, you know, we're starting out, we're still losing weight. Things are kind of crazy, just how quickly the weight is dropping, just because it's, you know, the first few days and stuff. But I decided to use a little bit of this. We'll see what it tastes like. And this is how it came out. It's supposed to be Korean barbecue. I'll be honest with you, this doesn't look the most appetizing, but it's okay. While this cools off a little bit, let's take a lumen reading, see how we are doing. So before eating, we turn this baby on. It says take a seat and relax, but this is fine, I guess.
Inhale deeply through your lumen. Hold your breath. Exhale in 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so right before eating, we're back to fat burn, which is basically what we want to see. That means that we got through the carbs for breakfast, and we're back at burning fat, 85% fat, 15% carbs. Now we want to take a measurement about between an hour and 2 after we're done eating. So I'm just gonna set a timer for like an hour and a half and take a reading then. So, hey Siri, set a countdown for an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, starting now.
And then when the timer goes off, then we'll take another lumen measurement and we'll see how it's affected us. All right, let's try this baby. That is good. Another good one. While it was cooking, I also added 2 grams of salt. I actually measured it this time. 2 grams of dehydrated onion and 4 grams of garlic powder, just to give it a little more taste. Yeah. And again, of course, my brain wants more salt, but this is good. Yeah, this is perfectly edible. Really good, actually. I shouldn't say that. Very tasty. There's a little bit of sweetness. I don't know if that's from the Korean barbecue or the hot honey that we added, but pretty good. All right. So this is what we're eating right now, and then we have a little bit left for dinner in a couple hours. So we'll see if this is a good way to do it. Just kind of make lunch and split it into 2. So, all right, see you guys in a bit. It's time for dinner, and I'm just gonna have the second half of what I made for lunch. So just as a quick reminder, this is the Huel Instant Cup Korean barbecue. Then a little bit of the leftover chicken, MCT powder, olive oil, 1.5 eggs, collagen peptides, and a little bit of hot honey that we used. And I was thinking when I was having lunch that I don't know if it was worth the 4 grams of carbs that adds, I guess, to the... I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't seem like much, but... yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I couldn't really taste the difference, so... But yeah, so this meal ends up being 651 calories. And it has 33 grams of carbs, 46 grams of protein, and 36 grams of fat. And yeah, that brings us to our total for the day. So we're slightly under in carbs, and we're right on it with protein, and just 2 grams under in fat. Doesn't really quite count. While this cools off a little bit, let's take one more lumen reading to see where our metabolism is. So we're checking before eating. Turn this baby on. And let's see what it says.
Inhale deeply through your lumen. Hold your breath. Exhale in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So we got a 2. We're burning 75% fat. So can you see that? Yeah. So again, we want to make sure that we're going from carb burn when we eat carbs back to fat burn when we've depleted those, so that those carbs are not, we want to be able to use them so they're not being stored, basically. And that's basically what Lumen says. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Lumen. Like I've mentioned before, I paid for this thing myself. And there is a subscription that goes with it, but I don't remember how much that is. I'll look that up. But anyway, these are just a way to help me figure out like how much I should eat. I feel like I need this much guidance because otherwise then I'm just wondering, and I can get obsessive about like, well, what should I eat? Well, is this okay? Is this not okay? And then either do too much, like I restrict myself severely, or just say fuck it and go the other way and just have whatever I want because there's no way to quantify it. So this sort of gives me, not even just a range, this gives me exactly how much I should have for macros. And so this is the approach that we're doing for this because I have 150 pounds to lose and it's a lot. So anyway, this is the last meal of the day and then that's it. See you guys tomorrow.